What is up, guys, and welcome back to another video of the series, Is It Actually a Good Car? And today's car, or today's topic of discussion, is going to be the 992 GT3 RS. I feel like the 992 GT3 RS has become our Megan Fox when we were younger. If you know, you know. And the first thing we're going to talk about, as usual, is engine. The 992 GT3 RS comes with a 4-liter flat 6 naturally aspirated engine that makes 518 horsepower, and it does 0 to 60 in just 2.7 seconds. I don't need to talk much about the engine of a GT3 RS in general, because these things are pretty notorious. High revving, beautiful sounding, and just everything that you need in a car. But what is the price? This is something that I believe a lot of us tend to get away from when it comes to the 992 GT3 RS or the 992 GT3 in general, because it's upmarked, I think is what the word is. According to Porsche, you can get this car for $241,000 US brand new. But according to any website that sells cars in the world, you know that that is not real. But hopefully one day it's gonna go down to the sticker price, or you can find allocation for sticker price, which is not gonna happen. I've seen some of them for $450,000 US. That's for the price and the engine. Now let's take a look at the more interesting stuff. And now we move on to looks, and we're all guys here, so we can all admit that looks is some of the most important things we look for in anything. But guess what? The 992 GT3 RS does not lack good looks at all, because it is an extremely pretty car. And yes, we're gonna get to that wing later. A lot of people like it, a lot of people don't, but we'll leave that to when we get to the back of the car. I mean, look at the front end of this thing. Completely different from the GT3, and I think it is super duper good looking. I love the hood and the way that it looks and the way that it's functional, and I also love the fender vents, just extremely good looking and cool. That is for the front. Now moving on to the side profile real quick. Like, there's not much that I need to say, but it's an extremely aerodynamic and good looking car. But moving to the back of the car, that's where things start to get a little bit annoying for some people. I personally don't mind the wing. I think that the wing is functional. I don't think that the wing is functional. I know that the wing is functional because it is functional. Porsche's not gonna lie about a massive wing. Is it way too big? Just a little bit, just a little bit. Am I not going to buy the car if I could afford it because the wing is too big? No, I don't think that's an issue for me at all. But regardless of what the wing looks like, it is extremely functional, and that's all that matters in the end of the day. Now that we've talked about the outside, let us take a look at the inside of the car, and it is just as good. I mean, I love those seats. Some people do have tacky taste, in my opinion. I mean, I have a link with my GT3 RS already configured. I just need the money for it, which is the biggest problem. But the interior of the car is amazing. I love the new big screen that they have, the steering wheel with all the bits and pieces on it, carbon fiber, Alcantara. It's just a bit of everything that you want. You can always add and choose and do all these different things, which is the good thing about Porsche. Their cars are extremely customizable, if that's a thing. You can always go on their website and you can configure and configure and configure until you run out of money. But yeah, that's it for the interior. The next most important thing is sound. Now this is what the 992 GT3 RS sounds like. And it sounds fruity, in my opinion. I would fall asleep to that and then wake up and be happy. Maybe I can put that as my alarm. But anyways, next up is reliability. Now I wish I can say that it is reliable or it's not reliable, but it's a pretty extinct car to find, even though it's a brand new car. It makes no sense. But the people who bought it hide it, and the people who are trying to find it are just still trying to find it. But if we could learn anything from the 991.2 generation of the GT3 RSs, we could see that it's probably going to end up being extremely reliable. Although some people did have issues with the 991.2 GT3 RS, but it's I mean, I hope you guys can hear my PlayStation, but it sounds like it's taking off. It is a Porsche. Porsches are known to be reliable, and they're known to be very reliable. So I wouldn't be too afraid of, you know, I wouldn't be scared buying a 992 GT3 RS as I would be buying any McLaren that's ever existed. What is next? Practicality. Now, again, track weapon. It is a supercar, a performance car, and it is a car that is made to perform. It's not a car that's made to go to the supermarket. Even if you have one, I don't think you would be taking it to the supermarket, but you could because it is a Porsche and it can go to places unlike other cars.
Are you talking to me? Are you talking to me?
But I'm gonna put me being biased on the side. Is it practical? Of course it's not. It's barely a two-seater. There's barely any storage space throughout the car. And yeah, but practicality is... And the car seems like it's easy to get in and out of, which is practical, so it is practical. Let's have a little recap and see what we've been through so far. So the engine, it is a 4-liter flat-six naturally aspirated engine, and it makes 518 horsepower, but we all know that Porsche love to lie about their numbers. It's probably making like upwards of 530 horsepower, and it's set to do 0 to 60 in 2.7 seconds. So the engine is extremely good. Looks, front end is amazing. Back end is amazing if you can kind of close your eyes. With that massive wing, I still think it's good. Inside is extremely good. Sound is good. Reliability is good. Practicality is not so good, to be completely honest with you. But yeah, let us come to a conclusion. The 992 GT3 RS, as you know and I know, is one of the best cars ever made. And the GT3 RS in general has been a continuous glory of Porsche and everybody that loves cars. Everybody that loves cars loves a 992 GT3 RS. Everybody that understands cars loves a GT3 RS. Whether it's a 991, 991.2, 992, it doesn't matter. The GT3 RS is just one of those things that will remain loved forever. So that all brings us to the big question. Is it actually a good car? I would be stupid if I said no and you should unsubscribe, because it is absolutely perfect. It is the perfect car. And yeah, so if you want to buy yourself a 992 GT3 RS, if you can find one or even afford one, you should definitely go buy yourself one. And yeah, that has been the 992 GT3 RS. And I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If there is any specific car that you'd like to see in this series, let me know down below in the comments and I'll make a video for you. And yeah, it's been good. It's been a good day filming. And yeah, if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you all next video.